Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Free Table Gamers. I'm here with Ashton as always.
Hey guys, what's up?
All right. Contrary to last week, we said there was no more topics left, but there was one. It just wasn't really a big one, and it wasn't really. I mean, it's still like really far out for what it
Yeah.
is. But Nickelodeon All Star 2 got announced slash leaked.
Yep. So developers Ludosity and Fair Play Labs and publisher Game Mill Entertainment have announced Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, a sequel to 2021's hit four-player Super Smash Bros. Melee like multiplayer brawler. It's due out later this year for Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X/S, and PC on Steam only. Bigger, better, and more characters, more stages, and more modes, plus a new campaign, full crossplay for all platforms, voice acting for every playable character, new minigames, improved graphics, and more. In the single player campaign, you'll be aiming to stop Danny Phantom bad guy Vlad Blasphemous from conquering the Nickelodeon universe. Gameplay will also now include new supers, which has this, as the name suggests, are ultra powerful moves that can swing the match in favor if used right. So, it's a pretty cool game. Obviously that was the first one that I always wanted to try out, but I never did. It's like multiverses. It's like Super Smash, like it said, but with Nickelodeon characters. So pretty cool, and I may pick it up on Steam or the Switch. I don't know, because usually you can find it on sale pretty often. So it might be cool to check out.
Yeah, it seems like they're taking a page out of Ultimate's handbook since they're already like trying to expand the universe, which I know every Smash game wound up introducing more characters than the last game that it had,
Yeah,
from their first one on the N64 all the way up to Ultimate. But but with the Nickelodeon universe, they pretty much started out with a lot of characters on the roster. So the fact that they're adding even more on two is to saying something itself. Like I even think a leak source that I read said that Arnold's grandma from Hey Arnold is going to be a playable character in that game.
huh. Yeah. So like somebody you would never think that will even really know that you would want to play as.
Yeah, like I mean that gives you a thing to different characters are going to have a different attributes. Which I mean to an extent because it's a fighting game because you're going to have copycat characters. It don't matter what style fighting game it is. There's always going to be people with similar skill sets. It's
Yeah.
just going to be whatever. Like in Smash, Falco and Fox are the same character basically,
Right.
just
Just
one's a tad bit fast.
clones, basic clones. Like Ganondorf
Captain
and
Falcon is
Melee. Yeah, was
yeah.
a clone of Captain Falcon.
So he was just a more powerful version because he had a stronger hit, but he was a lot
Yeah.
slower.
Yeah.
And then obviously Mario and Luigi, on Melee, the whole shebang. So
Right.
and then with all they have what three different type of links.
Yeah.
So I mean that's in itself, basically the same person, they've just from a different timeline,
Right.
different incarnation. But I believe there was a date released too. It said October 24th on the one that I seen.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get a date on mine, but I that sounds about right. Um, Now it says it's going to be full crossplay for all platforms. I think that's something going forward that should be on all third-party games. Like if you're not an exclusive to a console, if you're not made by Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo, you need to be cross-platform with all other systems. In my opinion, I think it should be like that.
Oh yeah, I agree. And I mean, hopefully this is like a trailblazer for it all. Because I mean, for one, you're going to have a happier audience because they can play with everybody. You don't have to have specific consoles to play with your friends.
Right. Well, and it just
So
makes sense because you're already making it for all of those platforms anyway. Why not just allow them to play together?
that's true too. And if you do are one of those people that have multiple consoles, then you don't have to necessarily have uh Live or PS Plus or Xbox Live PS Plus or a Switch membership separately to play with these different type of people. You can just have what you have and save money on that aspect as well. So it helps the consumer out a whole lot.
Right, right. And I mean, it's state like 2K this year's just now going to be cross-platform, and it's only for next gen. So I mean, it's taken them this long, and they still messed it up.
Yeah. Which I mean, I know their whole entire purpose is, I mean, 2K dabbles in the whole entire console marketing as I mean, obviously they don't make their own console, but I think they're so tight knit with Xbox and PlayStation that they're just like, oh yeah, no, we don't really care. We're going to try to force you to have like I think Microsoft and PlayStation are both signing $2K bills to be like, hey, let's go ahead and make this just that way people have to buy our better consoles for this to work.
Yeah, I mean, like, what was it? 2K22 was the first one on next gen, and it PC had next gen, but last year PC got current gen, and this year, well, I guess technically next year, 2K24, PC is getting current gen again. So even if you have a PC which is more powerful than the next generation consoles, you still can't play cross platform. So like you said, maybe Sony and Microsoft are paying a little bit to 2K to get, where even PC can't even get next gen anymore.
Yeah, because like you were just saying with the third parties, it's a third party developer. 2K is just they just do games. They don't do anything else.
Right.
So, I mean, like I said, I didn't shy away with it from the FTC with the Activision thing. I think that Microsoft is just as guilty as PlayStation on this one to slide in a couple extra dollars to try to force people to get their newer consoles.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's smart in a thing because it's not really to an extent. I'm going to say, yeah, it's affecting us personally because we don't have next gen consoles. But at the same time, for the most part, it's not really going to bother for for a reason. Yeah, you got a few friends that might be separated through a console generation, but for the most part, the people you normally play with are going to have the same type of console as you.
Right. I mean, for us, it doesn't really matter because it's bought on Switch anyway, and we can play together. But, just for everybody else, not everybody's the same. So maybe it does affect some people that only have a Switch and, their friends have already moved up to next gen and they're going to buy it for next gen instead of current gen.
Oh yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that part, but like I said, it's really a weird situation with the thing. I mean, 2K would just be as easy just to do what Nickelodeon's doing with the All Star Brawl and making it to where, because even All Star Brawl isn't the first one to do cross-platform games for
No.
everybody, but it's a thing that's becoming more and more
Yeah,
relevant
it's
each time.
yeah, definitely more common with almost every third party game now. You just see it. I mean, it's getting to where it's really surprising if you see a third party company that doesn't have it because you see more that do than that don't now.
Yeah. Like I said, in 2K's book, I think that Microsoft is a guilty party along with Sony this time and be like, hey, yeah, let's not do this for our older consoles and try to get them to pay more money to do this. Which I mean, it could be one of those things where they wound up dropping an exclusive console come September 28th for PlayStation and Xbox to have like a special 2K console
Yeah, it's
because I think that's
possible.
when the game's getting released September 8th.
It's possible, but I doubt it because that'll cost 2K extra money to make. We know how 2K
Oh
is with their money.
yeah, but I mean, at that point, if they were collaborated, they would still get a percentage from the sales. So, yet again, they're still making money from it.
Yeah, but 2K is weird.
Yeah, and it's not really a common thing that you see with a third party, anyways. It's usually first party titles where it happens with.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen a third party like console that wasn't custom done by the like. I haven't seen companies collaborate to make a third party title for a console. It's usually individual based that will customize it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Xbox, they'll have their Halos and special Xboxes like that.
Well, I guess technically they
Sony
had a
will have
Call of Duty console,
yeah, yeah, that's true.
but it's
But
Call
at
of
that
Duty,
point, they
so
still yeah. it's kind of, hard to go wrong with that
Right.
one, no matter who you are.
Yeah.
But Activision wound up, we're talking about the whole entire ownership thing too, but just like that whole entire why you can't have a new Call of Duty on the Game Pass until 2025 is because PlayStation still has rights to the game until then. So that's kind of been the swap back and forth about every 10 or so years.
Yeah.
PlayStation and Xbox swap back and forth of who has rights to the game per se. Xbox just wound up buying the whole thing though instead of
They're like, yeah,
doing
well,
like a part.
we're not going to keep it for the next 10 years. We're just going to keep it forever.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what it boiled down to was you was able to collaborate if you was partnering with that, which is basically, the fundamentals of you're partnering to make a console.
Yeah.
That's exactly what was happening. It wasn't that they had a hand in Activision. It was just, hey, we're partners. Do you want to do this? You'll get a certain percent of the shares or funds or whatever.
Yep.
So, like I said, you really don't see third party titles doing that unless there's a partnership involved with it to that extent where they get a certain, profit from the sales.
Right. Yeah.
But first party, they're able to get away with it because, yeah,
They
again,
make it.
Microsoft, yeah, they make the games. And Nintendo with Mario, Zelda one, different type of Switches and everything else, GameCubes throughout the years. It's all, and then PlayStation with their Spider Man PlayStations. It's God of War. It's just first party usually.
Yep.
That one went a little off being half what I thought it was.
It's okay.
Uh, Speaking of collaborations and partnerships, uh, another Nintendo collaboration is going on with Lego in a leak that sprawled across the internet, which isn't really technically gaming news, but since Nintendo's
Kind of.
involved, I'm going to allow it.
I guess it's involving gaming IP.
Yeah.
But yes, it says following the successful launch of Lego Super Mario and Lego Donkey Kong, a new rumor has surfaced about the next Nintendo franchise that could be receiving the Lego treatment. According to this leak, Animal Crossing theme sets are reportedly in the works. Targeting a March 2024 release, the leak claims that there will be a total of 5 sets, supposedly including figures with molded heads similar to Lego's own take on the animal villager, except our concept Fabuland. I don't know what that is. But anyway, unfortunately, no images of these sets were shared, and the legitimacy of the leak is still a bit unclear. So it's a rumor that Animal Crossing is going to be the next Lego set. I've also heard rumors that it's going to be a Zelda set. So I guess we'll just have to see. Animal Crossing is a bit more believable than a Zelda set, but we'll just have to wait and
Yeah.
see.
Especially Crossing is more. I mean, yeah, The Legend of Zelda has, like we've talked a lot on this podcast about Zelda, especially since Tears of the Kingdom release. Which, I mean, it would go the Tears of. I mean, a Zelda one would be more realistic right now
Yeah,
because the game did get released, which could be why people was rumoring that one. But Animal Crossing is has a wider audience because of the age gap. You
right.
got to
It's
get,
made for kids more.
yeah,
I mean,
even though I have
more kid
issues with
friendly,
it
I
growing
guess.
up, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you got that E for everyone tag on Animal Crossing game. There's not been an Animal Crossing game that's ever gone past E.
Yeah.
While Legend of Zelda has varied from E all the way up to T.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things where you're gonna, even though it's a Nintendo product, you're still gonna have I guess more of an audience for Animal Crossing, ironically enough, than what you would Zelda in that platform.
Yeah. Even though I would buy a Zelda one, I'm not going to buy an Animal Crossing one. But, yeah, I mean, it is true that Animal Crossing is more child friendly. So therefore, it's going to sell more because it is a Lego set. It's a kid's toy at the end of the day. So it's going to sell more because kids, I mean, they're both made for kids. So they go hand in hand.
Yeah. Even though Lego has like their maximum age of like 99 or whatever,
Yeah.
but still
It's building
but yeah,
blocks.
like I said, as far as video game relating to it goes, is Animal Crossing is that more well versed thing for children opposed to Legend of Zelda. Because let's be honest, Legend of Zelda is a whole lot harder game than Animal Crossing.
Yeah, for sure.
That and Tom already took enough of my money in the day, so I don't need to give Tom Nook any more money. I probably will not be buying the Animal Crossing one if it winds up going through because, yet again, it is a leak, so Nintendo could pull the project just like that with everything else.
Because they do that with leaks all the time.
Yep,
They have all intentions of it actually happening, and then they're like, "Oh, you want to leak it? Nope, no more."
exactly. Which, I mean, is really, it sucks for the consumer base. I mean, like I said, personally, I wouldn't buy it, but at the same, like even a Legend of Zelda one, I probably wouldn't buy it.
Oh, I would.
But you know, it's it's just one of those things to where it's just like, okay, yeah, a lot of people will probably going to be buying this. And Nintendo's like, nope, we want to surprise everybody with it.
Yeah, I mean, they like their surprises. If it's not a surprise anymore, a lot of times they just do away with it. They're like,
Unless you're Pikmin.
we don't care. We'll lose out on this money.
Pikmin's the rare exception for the surprise rule.
Yeah,
And then all they're dying.
it's a sad game. Yeah, it's all to death.
Uh, I believe starting tomorrow at the time of recording, which the deal is still going to be on the time it releases pretty much throughout the rest of the week whenever you do hear it if you're not listening live. But the PS5 deal at Target is a pretty good deal for anyone that wants to buy a PS5 brand new.
Yeah, so gamers looking for a PlayStation 5 can save $50 soon at Target retail stores for a limited time. This temporary price drop is one of the lowest consumers have been able to pick up the PS5. When the PlayStation 5 originally launched in November 2020, it became virtually impossible to purchase one, which everybody knows that. And then it goes on to say today it looks like finding a PS5 on the store shelves is not an impossible task anymore. I just go to Walmart and see like four of them on the shelf at any given time now. I don't know if it's like that everywhere, but it is here. But it says Target has put out an ad revealing that the PlayStation 5 will be on sale for $449.99 from August 6th to August 12th. This $50 price drop is one of the best deals for PS5 that the console has seen in a retail store so far. And then it goes on to say that this is a standalone deal with no games bundled with the console, but Target is also having other deals as well with games, but they're just not included in this bundle. So The Last of Us Part 1 will be on sale for $49.99, as well as Gran Turismo 7 for the same price, saving players $20 for each game. And players looking to catch up with this series before Spider-Man 2 comes out can pick up Spider-Man Miles Morales with a $30 price drop for $39.99. Also, MLB The Show 23 has a $30 price drop. Also, you can save $25 on a new DualSense wireless PS5 controller during this deal as well. So they'll all be going on until the 12th. So pretty good deals for games, PS5 console, and a PS5 controller. So, yep.
So is Miles? I mean, I know Miles Morales is a completely different Spider-Man from the normal Spider-Man games, but is the two the sequel to Miles Morales, or is it its own standalone Spider-Man title for right now?
I honestly, I've heard it different ways, but I've heard that Spider-Man 2 is based off Spider-Man 1. It's not based off Miles Morales because it's taken continue the story of the original Spider-Man, not the Miles Morales one.
Okay, because technically he's a multiverse Spider-Man, because
Yeah.
obviously the normal Spider Peter Parker.
Yeah. See, I don't, they confuse me when they add all this multiverse crap into it. I don't really know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it's going off Peter Parker instead of Miles Morales.
Okay. I was going to say, because in all the Spider Man games now, it seems like you can change your costume to every Spider Man there is available. So it's just like, okay, which game is which in all
Yeah.
actuality?
Right.
Because, in technicality, like, you know who the character is underneath the suit while you're playing it.
Right.
But at the same time, if you can play as Peter Parker Spider Man and make him look like Miles Morales Spider Man, are you really playing as Peter Parker?
Right. Yeah. So I liked it better back in the early 2000s, whenever you had Spider-Man 2 on the PS2 and there was no other Spider-Man. You just knew who you were playing as and there was no question. But now somebody could be streaming on Twitch and playing the original Spider-Man but playing in a different costume and they're like, "Oh, which Spider-Man are you playing or who are you playing as or whatever?" and you don't know unless they tell you. It's just it's weird.
Yeah, but Target has, well, it pretty much seems like any PlayStation deal for the major games that's been released for right now until the 12th. Well, the 6th until the 12th, my bad.
Yeah, starting at the day of recording tomorrow. And if you're listening
Yep.
to live,
All right.
then starting tomorrow.
Yep. Uh, and I know you mentioned Gran Turismo 7, which it's receiving an update.
Yes, I set that up well, didn't I? For the next one.
Yeah, you did.
It says the 1.36 update for Gran Turismo 7 arriving Monday, August 7th at 12 a.m. Pacific time. Says look forward to content celebrating upcoming Gran Turismo movie. I don't know why I got tongue twisted there. GT Cafe extra menus, 4 exciting new cars, and more. To celebrate the release of the Gran Turismo movie this month, we will be running a gift campaign for the Nissan GT-R Nismo GT3 18 from August 7th until September 28th. And there's a bunch of other stuff that's going on as well, but I'm not going to read all of it. I'm just going to read the cars that you're going to get, which are, yeah, early access to the Toyota ambulance Hemidic. Links and watching the stream. Do not miss your chance. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you get a Chevrolet Corvette C1 58, a Maserati MC20 2020 model, Toyota ambulance Hemidic 21, Toyota GR Corolla Morizo edition 22. So those are the cars you get. There's a bunch of other stuff you get, but there's it's really too much to read in one episode. So it's a good update for the movie. I like it when games and movies kind of collaborate with each other and kind of benefit each other out. It's pretty cool to see.
Yeah. I mean, I know the movie's called Gran Turismo, so I'm surprised they don't try to base it off the first game opposed to the seventh game. But
Yeah,
I guess you, with your most recent audience to an extent, or who knows, with the movie they made, which I mean, it's a racing game, so I never played a Gran Turismo, so I don't know what depth of the story it is, but I imagine it's just like a Forza Motorsports.
basically.
It's pretty much you from race to race. So obviously, you can take it with a grain of salt what actually goes on in between the scenes of the movie, opposed to just the racing aspect of it. But yeah, it's definitely good that they collaborated with the movie to add in cars to the game for the gamers out there that do play the game that are probably going to go out there and see the movie.
Right. Yep. But yeah, that's all the cars. So,
So if you have the game, go out there and get the cars for it.
yeah. But like you said,
All
it's
right.
basically Sony's Forza Motorsport. It's not their Forza
Mm-hmm.
Horizon.
Yep. Uh, Green Man Gaming, which is they're not a sponsor, probably should be, but
Reach out to 'em.
they're offering a deal for 2K24 pre-orders for the PC gamers only.
Yeah, I hope I got the right one here. If not, then you'll tell me. But the pre-order NBA 2K24 to receive the following digital items: 5,000 virtual currency, 5,000 My Team points, 10 My Team promo packs delivered one a week, 5, 6. That's weird. 5, 6 My Player types boost types, three Gatorade boost types, 95 rated Kobe Bryant My Team free agent card. Is that it?
There's one more, but it's the $100 game. I mean, it's the same that you get with every 2K if you pre-order with the special editions. Because I think there's the Kobe Bryant edition and there's the Black Mamba edition. And I think the Black Mamba edition is the 120 $100 game, whichever one it is, and it has the 100,000 VC and extra My Team packs or whatever. It's still the same concept. It's just how much more VC and My Player stuff you get
Gotcha,
or My
gotcha.
Team stuff.
Yeah, I looked into it
So
the
it's
other
not really
day. So the Kobe Bryant edition is the standard edition. Black Mamba edition is one of the special editions, and then they have a 25th anniversary edition.
gotcha. I thought it was just the Kobe Bryant edition.
Yep.
Like I thought they was going to have like their normal cover athlete, then
Right.
pay tribute to Kobe through a Kobe edition and a Mamba edition.
Right. Kobe Bryant edition is just him wearing number 8. That's the standard edition. Black Mamba is him wearing 24. And then the 25th anniversary is the $150 one.
Gotcha. But with the PC gamers that they pre-ordered on the Green Man Gaming website, they get 15% off of those games.
Okay, cool. I think I did see that.
That's Yeah, so I mean that's a way to save money if you're going to go out and buy 2K for the PC.
Well, I would buy it for PC if, it was cross platform with Switch, but it's not, so I bought it for Switch. But I have bought from Green
Yeah.
Man Gaming before. I've bought VC for Xbox from him before, and I bought, I think, Injustice 2 on Steam like a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago right now. It was like on sale for $4. But yeah, it's Green Man Gaming. It's a legit site, so don't worry about, losing your
Yeah.
money. And they accept PayPal and everything, so they're a good company to buy from.
They're not a sponsor, but we do think that it is a good deal if you want to go out there and get 2K24 for a little bit cheaper if you are a PC gamer.
Yep. And if you're from Green Man Gaming watching or listening, hit us up with a sponsorship.
That's right. Uh, got time for one more.
Or two or three. No,
Yeah,
just one,
maybe.
probably.
My things just ran together because obviously the next two, because we're going to have one or two left over. It's just the next three are all Nintendo based, so like my words are running together for a second. Uh, Nintendo rumors that it might be shutting down the original Splatoon servers for the Wii U.
Yep, so Splatoon and Mario Kart 8's Wii U servers abruptly went offline back in March of this year due to a security breach. Since Nintendo has been winding down support for its last gen console, it may have been assumed the servers for those games might remain offline forever. But thankfully, that will not be the case. However, if they encounter this issue again, excuse me, Nintendo has warned the servers might be shut down for good. The servers will be back online by August 3rd, which was 2 days ago, time recording. So they are back up as of right now, day of recording. In an update from Nintendo, it confirmed the servers for both games were swiftly taken offline due to a vulnerability issue when playing online. Either it was so serious that it has taken 5 months to fix, or Nintendo has had what it considers to be more pressing matters to tend to since then. So, from what I understand, the servers were taken down because people were hacking other people's Wii U consoles and profiles, and so Nintendo took the servers down. And so people thought that it was going to be offline forever because obviously they're not really worried about it. But they have brought them back after 5 months. But they basically said if this happens again, and they probably won't fix it again. If this is a one-time chance, if it happens again, they're not going to worry about it anymore because hardly anybody plays on it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, for one, it was their worst sold console, so they had that going for them. And, the game is at this point 11 years old. The first one came out in 2012. I think so.
Yeah, and then Mario Kart 8 is like 2013, 14.
Yeah. Or it came out same time as Mario Kart 8. It was one of those two. It either came out right before or right after.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But yet again, they got Splatoon 3 to worry about on its
Right,
Switch as the most current and everything else. So that's
and
what they
Mario
care
Kart 8
about.
Deluxe on Switch.
Yeah. Because Mario Kart, there's never going to be a Mario Kart now at this point.
Probably not. Well, some people count Mario Kart Tour as 9, so they're saying the next one would be X or 10, but who knows?
Yeah. Guess we'll never know because they just keep on putting out DLC after DLC like Grand Theft Auto.
Well, they say this is the last booster course coming out. I think Wave 6 later this year. So we'll see if they do another booster pack.
Destiny, take your notes. 10-year game right there.
Yeah, not even on purpose. Destiny launched trying to do what Mario Kart 8's doing.
But I believe that is all the time we have for today.
Yep.
Got 2 more topics left. Whether Ashton decides to use them next week or not is all up to him, but I think
Probably.
they're 2 relatively 2 knowledgeable ones.
Yeah, I'll probably use them. So you guys will hear them next week.
But stick around and listen to us next week to figure this stuff out. In the meantime, follow our live streams on Twitch and YouTube. Subscribe to us on there. Redbubble for our merch.
Yep.
Red Circle for our podcast in general, or wherever you get your podcast. Obviously, if you're listening to us on podcast platform, you know where you to get to us at on your podcast listening.
You know where you're
So
listening to us at right now.
that's right. But anything else, Ashton? All your personal stuff?
My personal crap, always in the description in our Discord. You can join us on there to find out any updates about the podcast or just to talk to us, chill, hang out, whatever. But other than that, I think that's it.
All right. Later, guys.
All right. See you guys next week.